Stuka Joe here for another test video, this time using No Retreat, the Italian Front, 1943 to 45. I'm preparing a video of the examples of play for this game, and I wanted to share with you things that I will be using for that particular video. I'm using this Lazy Susan, wooden Lazy Susan at the bottom, and then two DVD movies, and by the way, Lawrence of Arabia, great movie, and also the Stalingrad movie filmed in 1992. It's a German movie. So what I'll do is I'll place this plastic Lazy Susan on top of the films. And let me just now place the map board on top of a Lazy Susan. See if I can grab it. There you go. Now we have better height. Good. If you saw my last video, which was the one for Triumph and Tragedy, I used Lazy Susan, which I placed beneath the map to rotate the map whenever I switched to another side, because being a block game, the pieces are facing in a particular direction, so that saved me a lot of time and effort. I didn't have to move to the other side of the table every time I switch sides. Now I will still be using the Lazy Susan for the filming of the No Retreat Sicily scenario. And you might be wondering, well, why are you going to use a Lazy Susan for a hex and counter game when there's no need of keeping secrecy of units? Well, there's another purpose behind this. Throughout my video presentations, I normally use this tripod, which is the, I forgot the name of it, but it's a small desk tripod. I place some felt pads beneath it, so it makes it easier to slide and create some nice panning shots just by sliding. The problem is when I'm filming with a tripod like this that I can normally slide it outside of the map without any problem, but if I want to slide it over the map to catch something that is further away, I have to be very careful not to knock anything down. And I've used this tripod, and I've used it to slide over plexiglass when I use a game that has plexiglass, but I will not be using this tripod for this game. And instead, I will be using one of the following, or maybe a combination of these that you're going to see. This is what is called a Sunpack 1000 AVG. This is a camera holder, and it is made of really strong plastic. And normally what you do is you place the camera here, and you carry this around, and it gives certain stability to film this way. But I'm not going to use it to film using it as a handle. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place the camera here in the top portion. So what's the purpose of that? The purpose is to slide the bottom portion under the map and be able to film with the camera close-up shots of this area of the map if I have to go there. So you see how far the camera can go into the map. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut now, and I'm gonna place this camera, which is the one I use here, so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so now I have the camera again in the holder, and this is the way you're supposed to use this holder. I'm not gonna use it much in this fashion. I mean, I can see why it can be useful in certain instances, but you have to be really steady with it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place the holder here, and I'm going to use this piece of cardboard, which is laminated. And what I do is I'll slide the holder with the camera by pushing the laminated piece of cardboard. So right now I'm sliding it, and you can see there the town of Gela with the static Italian divisions. And further to the northeast, Siracusa. Now we're going to slide it beneath the map, and that's what we're doing. And we see Siracusa, Catania, and here we reach Messina. And you can see also Reggio di Calabria, which is right in mainland Italy. Now the nice thing about this method is that I can combine the sliding movement of the camera with the rotation of the map. So that way I can quickly get to the western area of Sicily. And here you see Trapani, you see the neighborhood of Palermo, the 15th Panzer Grenadier Division there. So this is one method that I can use with this plastic holder, the Sunpack 1000 AVG, and placing the camera on the top. Now I have another thing I've been working on that I will show you now. And this is the Frankenstein, you can call it, that I've been working on using the same C-shaped principle. I've went to my hardware store and got these, I believe they are steel plate pieces, and these nuts and bolts and washers are holding it together. And I placed on the top, this is a Manfrotto 128 LP fluid head. And it is a heavy piece. This must weigh about 2 to 3 pounds, I believe. So I couldn't place it on the plastic holder because it was too, it would make the holder too wobbly. I have the, this is what's going to hold the camera. And the idea with this is that we can, it has a nice fluid tilting motion, and it also has the panning, which I have to put the, see, I have to hold it here with, let me show you here, with one hand, and the panning would be something like this. But I could still slide it underneath the map. So, for example, if we look at our Sicily map here, I would be able to slide it like this and pan down or tilt down. And if I have to pan left, I can do it. But I need one hand to hold the whole thing. And beneath this, these steel plates, I have I placed some of these felt cushions, so it'll reduce the drag. And I can always also use the method here of placing the paper underneath and sliding it. Makes it a lot easier, I suppose. So what I'll do now is I'll place the camera here and we'll take a little ride with it. Okay, we got the camera on the Frankenstein. Remember that this camera is on a fluid head, which is heavy. So if I'm not careful and I move this holder brusquely and do nothing else, you see how much it shakes. So I'm going to have a hand always on the lever of the fluid head, and the other one in the on the base of the holder. So we can move the camera like this, and we are approaching here the western side of Sicily, and we see there Trapani, Palermo, the German 15th Panzer Grenadier unit, and we're going to tilt the camera almost vertically to 90 degrees. And here we see the town of Gela and the landing arrows where the Americans will be arriving. Further to the southeast, we see the landing arrows for the British to the southeast of Siracusa. And now we're going to slide the camera underneath the board, actually. So we're sliding the camera very gently, and here you can see Mount Etna. 3 impassable hex sides there. And we continue on our way to Messina, which is the prize town. And you see that there the Strait of Messina with Reggio di Calabria, which is on mainland Italy. Now we will move back, and at the same time we can pan out or tilt the camera to another angle. You can see more of the island there. So this is what I call the Frankenstein, and we'll be using this makeshift equipment in this video. So that's the little test using the Frankenstein. I think for this particular video I'll be using more the Sun Pack. Why? Because it does the same thing. Basically because the map is not a full-size map. This is a small map, and the Sun Pack can cover all the corners of the map. If this were a regular 22 by 34 inch map, then the Frankenstein would be more useful. Of course, I will be using my good old buddy here, which I forgot his name, and he's a little angry at me. And the unsung hero of all these videos, where you like the sliding motion, is this. This is the best secret here. The cardboard, 5-cent piece cardboard with plastic on both sides laminated. You put it under any tripod and against any plastic table like this one, and if you want it to slide even more, you can spray some pledge or something, and it creates this smooth sliding motion that you're seeing now. Believe me, I've tried buying camera dollies, small desktop camera dollies. That stuff doesn't work. Use that 5-cent method, never fails. So this is the end of this test video for No Retreat, the Italian front. Hope to start playing this soon, and this is Stuka Joe signing off for now. Thanks for watching.